Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of Tokyo Station. You know, when I first started going to RSC to get these bezels, it was pretty fun. It was novel. The second time, a little bit. This third time, I've kind of had my fill of going to RSC. The novelty has worn off. Now, as you guys know, I'm going to pick up the GMT. It's going to have a Pepsi bezel, and this is a little bit backwards. I did it backwards. I mean, I should have gotten the Pepsi bezel out of the way, and then this time I should be going for the Coke bezel because I'm keen on the Coke bezel, and I wanted to keep the Coke bezel on for longer. And it's kind of anticlimactic because, you know, I've already got a GMT Pepsi. But my primary objective was to get that Coke bezel. And I thought, if through some weird twist of fate, they were to change the policy while I had the Pepsi bezel, and then I go to get the Coke bezel, then that would have sucked. And so I thought, just let's observe the primary objective, Coke bezel, and I did get that out of the way. And so, yeah, there you go. So I've got a couple of questions for RSC today. And one of them has to do with the 6694 Oyster Perpetual? No, Precision. That's a manual wind watch. Came out in 1960 and was produced until about 1988. 34 millimeter date watch. Again, it's got a manual winding function. What is it? Caliber 1225. And acrylic crystal. I'm really interested in that watch, and I'm entertaining the idea of possibly getting one, but I want to know if RSC can service it, because I'd like for them to check it out. I always like to have RSC check out a watch after I get it. And so that's my question. Will they and can they service 6694? I think there was the later, or the earlier versions, I should say, had the 1215 movement, I want to say. But anyway, we'll see. Second question comes from a viewer. If you have an Explorer 2, let's say you have a white dial, can you take it to RSC and have them change the dial to a black dial? It's an interesting question. And the last question that I have for RSC is, does my GMT Master 2 have a blue parachrome spring? Now, I read, and I think this is a rumor, that the serviced watches going forward are going to have that blue parachrome spring. Now, that would really surprise me if my 3185 movement GMT Master 2 has a blue parachrome spring. But I gotta put this rumor to rest and check it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I've got about 15 minutes to get there. And wearing the Vostok, and I have really been enjoying this watch. I love it. Talk about getting my money's worth. Absolutely, absolutely. What can I say about this watch? I mean, it's just, a week with a Vostok, I'd be pulling out my hair if it was any other Vostok. I must love this thing, and I really do. There's a cool little beer place over there, and one of these days I want to do a meetup, and I think that would be a perfect place. It says Beams. There's some tables out there. Might have to try it out today. Oh no, I said I was not drinking anymore. What's happening? Well, I'm not drinking anymore, but you got to live life a little bit, and so perhaps I need to ease back in with a pint or two. So I might have to survey the situation there today. And see if it will be a good place for a meetup sometime. All right. So, all right, guys. So talking about the 6694. Now, generally, a person's horological desires outweigh their budget, and I'm a real exception in that respect because my grail was and has always been the GMT Master 2. And I don't know if you guys remember a video that I made at the sports club, and I think it was called something like, "Now is the time to buy a GMT Master 2." Well, at that point in time, I had one. It was a safe queen. It still is a safe queen. And I thought if I had another one just to enjoy, that would do me. I would be completely satisfied. There you go. All right. And I got it. I'm going to pick it up today. This is the one I wear. And I'm here to tell you that, and we all know this is not a big surprise, but I'll just tell you, I've seen it. There's no enduring horological satisfaction. Okay, and look at me. I mean, I've got a Grail to wear and a Grail to hoard, and I'm looking at 6694s. When I'm not looking at 6694s, I'm thinking about Yacht Masters. I don't even like the Yacht Master, but when you're static in this hobby, things get boring, and you know, you get your Grail. I'll give you a month, and you'll be looking at something else. There is no enduring horological satisfaction at all. Okay, it's a fool's errand to try to achieve it. And what do? Do I just go with it and just say, yeah, well, that's the way life is, and I'll just, you know, continue to collect and collect and collect? I don't really want to go down that road. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a collector. Okay, I just want to be satisfied with what I have. I just want to be a satisfied watch guy. Okay, and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I think it could possibly happen. You know how it would happen? We really would have to sort of quit watches, wear the GMTs, or the GMT, I should say, hoard the other GMT, put on the Sub every now and then, put on the Explorer 2 every now and then. I couldn't really read about watches. I couldn't really talk about watches. I probably would not want to have a channel devoted to watches. I'd probably avoid Archie Luxury and Paul Thorpe and all of those watch channels, okay? Because that drives the desire, okay? It drives the desire, and you really got to take yourself out of it. Am I ready to do that? Do I want to do that? Well, I want to be horologically satisfied, but no, I mean, I love reading about these things, and I guess it would be nice if I could read about the, you know, the 6694, and at the same time not develop a desire for it. Anyway, it's an interesting hobby. I love it, but totally unsatisfying, and satisfaction is a fool's errand. That's my not so momentous revelation for today. Behind me, RSC. Let's go. All right, guys. Subs to the left of me, GMTs to the right. You know, all the guys waiting there were wearing their Rolexes, yet they were picking up their Rolexes. So, I mean, I guess everybody of the 6 guys that were sitting there have at least 2 Rolexes, one on their wrist and one being tinkered with. All right, so the 6694, if it's a 1225 movement, they can service it, they can get parts. The newer ones are okay, basically, bottom line, all right? So that's interesting. Okay, that's good. If you're interested in 6694, if you get one, you know, from the 80s, you should be all right. All right. No blue parachrome spring. Okay, so that's a rumor. All right, put that to rest. That would have been surprising. And the Explorer 2, can you get a different dial? You can. Wow, I was surprised about that. I couldn't believe it. All right, so what does it cost? Well, kind of expensive. 39,000 yen for the dial. That's about 400 USD. And 12,000 yen. That's about $100 for the service cost to put it in, and that's plus tax. And you may need a you may need a service when you do that. They might need to overhaul it, all right, if the watch hasn't been overhauled in a while. If you just had an overhaul, they won't make you get another overhaul, but I have a feeling if it's like within the 2-year window, they wouldn't make you. But if anyway, they have to look at the watch, and you might need an overhaul on top of that. But and I thought to ask about this. I thought, well, my hands are black, so if I were to get a black dial, would they just leave the black hands? You got to get the hands as well. That's another 15,000 yen, $150. So basically, worst case scenario, the cost of the overhaul plus $400 for the dial, $100 to put it in, $150 for the new hands plus tax. Okay. Best case scenario, they won't need to overhaul the watch. So I'm trying to add that up in my head. What is that? 4, 5, 6, about 700 USD. Yeah, I probably will never do that. But if you have an Explorer 2 and you want to get a different dial, then you can. And it doesn't look like it's a service dial. I mean, there's probably some way to check, but yeah. All right, so behind me, that place, I've got a couple bills in my wallet. Let's spend them and check out what's on my wrist, the Pepsi. All right, guys, I saw a ceramic Daytona inside. It's an IPL, by the way. All right. Hey guys. So I'm here with actually a president of a real estate company, and so let's do a little mini interview as far as watches go. So, what do you think is the best brand? 一番いい時計ブランドは何だと思いますか？
それはロレックス。
本当にそう思う？
ロレックス。
Yeah. All right.
ブライトリング。ロレックス。
Okay, so what kind of person wears a Rolex? Like どういう人はロレックスある？ Like どういう感じ？
ロレックスをする人の感じ。
Yeah.
すごい信頼性、ブランドを大事にする人。
Okay, so brand is important. Person. Okay, what do you think of Omega? Omega はどう？
オメガ。
Yeah.
オメガもいいと思いますね。
Alright, so Rolex よりもっと偉いなブランドは何だと思いますか？
オメガよりも。
オメガより、
ロレックスよりも。ロレックスよりも。
Yeah. もちろん。もっと上。Higher brand than Rolex.
ロレックスよりも上？
Yeah.
わからんな。出てこんな。でもあるんですよね。あるんですよね。
そう言われてる。So it is said. Have you Patek Philippe?
パトリックフィリップ。パトリックじゃない。
Patek Philippe. AP, Audemars Piguet, Vacheron Constantin. それはすごい人気があるよ。それは、yeah. But so 一番好きな持てる時計は何ですか？
持てる時計？
Yeah, あなたが。What is the
僕の持ってる時計。
Yeah, what is the best watch, your favorite watch that you have? 一番気になる時計。
気になる時計。その中で？
Yeah.
じゃなくて全部。
持ってる時計の中。
Breitling.
Okay, you have a Breitling. Okay, what kind of Breitling do you have? What kind of Breitling? Not do you Breitling?
Breitling. All the time. All the Navitimer.
Navitimer. Okay, right on. Do you have a Rolex?
Yes. Rolex.
Yeah. Do you have a Rolex?
Oh yes.
He has a Rolex, guys. All right, he's wearing an Apple Watch right now. What kind of Rolex do you Rolex? 持っていますか? What kind of Rolex?
なんだろう。ど忘れした。なんだ。ごめんなんで教えて。
Does it have gold? Gold? Kinzoku?
Gold, yes.
Okay. Datejust?
Datejust, yes.
Datejust, okay.
Yes.
Datejust. And dial color. Dial no iro wa何ですか? White. Wow. And bezel wa fluted bezel? like bezuru, like the here I have red and blue. The bezuru wa mawari no ring. Is it like pika pika?
Pika pika.
Okay,
Yes.
fluted. Okay, and the bando wa onaji?
Yes.
Okay, so he's got a white dialed fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet, and Rolex. One Rolex?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like it? Yoku tsukau?
Yes.
Okay, when you use it, 使うとき、ちょっと早い、ちょっと遅い時間は、Rolex は。
ちょっと早いかな。
ちょっと早い？ Alright, like 1日どの秒ぐらい？
どうかな。1分ぐらいかな。
1分ぐらい？
わからん。
Oh, okay.
1分ぐらい。
That's a lot. Alright. サービス時間。Service time for the Rolex. That's それ多い1時間。I mean 1日1分だったら早ければ。それは
全然大丈夫。
大丈夫じゃないみたい。It's not okay. It's not okay. Usually it's about 1秒2秒ぐらいは大丈夫。
そうなんだ。
Yeah. Yeah. How long? どのぐらい持ってる？ How long have you had this Rolex?
15年ぐらいかな。
15 years. 15 years. And you got it like new? 新しいで買った？
そうです。
Okay.
新しく。
Okay. And サービスオーバーホールもしたことがない。No.
オーバーホールしたことない。
Okay, he's never done a service, so it's running about a minute fast. He's never had a service. Service Jikan. Yeah, but it's okay. It's a little ちょっと高い. But that's a great watch. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. All right. All right, that's great. All right, guys. It's a bit of a sausage party there. But I enjoyed talking to that gentleman, and actually he has a steel date just. Hi. He has a steel date just, not a gold one. So, yeah, I just said hi to that girl. That's right, I did it. A little bit of the liquid courage. I had one beer, and is one beer ever enough? Of course not. You know, I sort of slowly eased back into the drinking. And I guess it was a couple nights ago, I thought, okay, I'm just going to have one shot of the Jennifer. And I had one shot. And then I had two. And then three. And then I emptied the bottle into a bowl and drank it all. Luckily, there was only about 4 shots. So the next day, I was completely all right. In fact, the next day was the day that I went to the park with my daughter. So obviously, I was completely okay. But talk about somebody who just... Once he gets going, he really can't stop. I mean, why did I have one beer there? Because I only had like 2,000 yen on me, and the beers were 1,200 yen. So I didn't have money. I'd be drinking another pint. But now I'm like feverishly looking for an ATM machine because I wouldn't mind having another pint. That's how it starts, and that's how it doesn't finish. But anyway, I will rein it in because I've got a Coke bezel in my bag, and I don't want to lose my bag, and that's the kind of stuff that happens when you drink. And look at this awesome watch. I don't want to lose this. So anyway. Kieran beer. My stepfather? No. Father-in-law likes Kieran beer. I think he likes Asahi too. He'd be proud. I think. I might want to roll that statement back. Guys, truly the last one. I've got a bus to catch in 10 minutes.
You bring your children today?